Please, Carlo, please play Pickford. Buongiorno everyone, welcome to the Everton preview, and as I just said in the intro there, that's the main thing, that's our real source of hope I think, heading into this game. Everton Saturday at lunchtime for a change, an early one. I mean, it always feels like we're playing at night these days, and if you're looking for a good omen, this is actually the first time we've played at Everton, at Goodison Park, on a Saturday since 2010. What happened in 2010, you ask us? Had to Ben Arthur, that's what happened. Lovely solo goal when he was on loan at us. His goal sealed a 1-0 win that day, so hopefully that is a good omen. I mean, I'm clutching. We need everything. We need everything at this point, because if we don't get a win, it will be 12 games without a win for Newcastle United. Finally scored the other day. That joy didn't last long. And we are looking to stop this unwanted record. Bruce should be going all out to stop this one, because if we don't win on Saturday, it'll be the longest run of games that we haven't won since 1977. How do we beat Everton? Pickford is how we beat Everton. But Carlo Ancelotti didn't play him last time we played Newcastle, when we did beat Everton 2-1 at St James's Park, which I was surprised at in a way, because there's no fans there. So it kind of takes away the whole thing about not playing Pickford, because we know he gets caught up in the moment, we know he gets caught up in this fixture. But without having the fans there is a big blow for us, because the away section was having his life, obviously every time we play them. And he had an absolute howler last night against Leicester, and a game that Everton, again, would have won if it wasn't for Pickford. I mean, how many times would you end up saying that? Everton fans, you'll know more than me. Let me know in the comments below, would you start Pickford? What is he like every minute of every game? Because obviously, as a Newcastle fan, obviously I tuned in last night, watched pretty much the full game. I turned it to the Man United, Sheffield United game with about 10 minutes to go, because obviously what was going on there, big win for Sheffield. But we only obviously see the best and the worst of Pickford. We'll only see a wonder save that he pulls off, that he is capable of, because he has got the agility to do that. Sometimes he does make a show-stopping save, one for the cameras, but then more often not, you see him have an absolute howler, an absolute nightmare, making really, really dodgy errors. He just loses the plot sometimes, completely loses it. So let me know, Everton fans, would you play him? What's he really like overall? Is he worth it? Is he worth the risk of that error that he's got in them? Or will he save you more times than not? Obviously, he was dropped for the game at St James's Park, like I mentioned before, earlier in the season when we did win 2-1. Callum Wilson was on fire that day. Was it Olsen that had in goal? Something like that. So maybe Ancelotti will stick with him. Maybe he'll put him back into faces, because Pickford kind of handled the occasion. I just really want Pickford to play, because what you'd only be saying is pepper Pickford with shots. Smash the shots, all that, his dinosaur arms. Get at him. Make him worried. Andy Carroll, even if he's playing from corners in his ear, you need just Jamal Lascelles there as well, in his ear, winding him up. Get in his head and you win the game. You get a result out of the game. Andy Carroll could be bullying him, causing problems. I would normally say the likes of Shelby to ping them in from outside the box and stuff, and test the keeper from long range. But seen his shots the other day, absolutely awful. Dragged them wide, weak as piss. Saint-Maximin, hopefully, is he fit enough to start? Probably not again yet. I mean, I'd love to. Leeds fans rolling our comments the other day saying the second half was much better. If Saint-Maximin started, he would have won that game. Clear as day. He looks like he can come back to his best that he was before he signed his contract, where he can win us games, grab the game by the scruff of the neck. Bruce will be hoping on him saving his bacon, him being our saviour, as Dwight Gale and everyone else takes the piss out of it, you know. It's legit though, it's real. Like, he is going to be probably the change if we stay up. Let's hope if he's not fit enough to start, then he is good enough to come off the bench with a good half an hour or so, like more than just 10-20 minutes. Like usual from Brucey, too little too late. Let's bring him on with a good half an hour, maybe even half time, give him a good 45-minute run out, because he needs to get fit sooner or later, because we need to start getting points on the board. So when Saint-Maximin's on the pitch, shots from outside the box. Another one you would normally say is maybe Matt Ritchie. Looks like he's heading back to Bournemouth though. Bit of transfer news here for you. Apparently Bournemouth are really after Matt Ritchie. It's been reported all over the place that Matt Ritchie is going back down to Bournemouth. And Newcastle looking to bring back Jethro. Yes. Jethro Williams coming home. Hopefully that's the case. I mean, we said it in our transfer target videos. If you haven't watched that video already, check it out. We said how much it makes sense. So that's why Newcastle haven't done it yet, really, isn't it? I mean, it just makes so much sense bringing Williams back. Get that partnership on the left flank with him and Saint-Maximin back. Get his goals that he brings to the side, his assists, but he's defending as well. I mean, we all know how tough of a time Jamal Lewis is having. He's not the answer at all at the minute, is he? He needs coached. He's not going to get that here unless Gates like Graham comes in, does wonders with him. Fingers crossed, like. But bring back Williams, familiarity. Hopefully he's fit enough, because the worrying thing is of his lack of game time. I don't think he's had any since he went back to Frankfurt and he's been injured. But we love him. He loves it here. Bring him home. Get him back. Obviously, another loan deal is linked, isn't it? The likes of Hamza Chowdhury could still come through the door. I'd be surprised if we see any of that happen in the next 48 hours before Saturday. Like, there was strong rumours saying that a loan deal is going to be announced today. It's now 3:30 and we haven't heard anything, so you never know. DeAndre Yedlin's visa might be sorted out for this weekend apparently as well, but he looks like he's off to Turkey. I mean, that rumour's been going around for 2 years now. So this time he's linked with Galatasaray in Turkey, so he may be out the door regardless if that visa's sorted. Wait and see what happens. I mean, Ryan Fraser's got to start this game again for me. I think he showed glimpses of what he's capable of. Again, working back to full fitness, waking up that partnership again with Callum Wilson that was so at Bournemouth. He's going to be instrumental. But where the game's going to be lost is going to be midfield again, isn't it? Every fucking week it's going to be midfield. Shelby and Hendrick, man, how do they keep on getting played? Shelby was all right in patches the other night, especially from set pieces. He's missed a header though, and he's just so lazy, isn't he? And Hendrick brings nothing to the side. Both of them are going to get caught out big time against Everton. I watched them last night, like I said, and they are dangerous, they are decent. Dominic Calvert-Lewin's back as well, so he'll be ready and firing to go. Captain of the Fantasy Premier League team, no doubt. I'll be holding that on. And James Rodriguez with a great goal last night. I think he'll probably score again, to be honest with you. So the creeping back to the best Everton. Good point against Leicester last night. I thought Leicester are one of the best teams in the league at the minute. Table doesn't lie, unless you're Man United. So it's not going to be an easy game. I'm not too confident heading into it, to be honest with you. I'd probably say 2-0 or 3-11. I would. I mean, I'd like to see the team, see what team gets put out. I think Brucey will shit his pants too. He'll shit his pants, because he would take a 0-0 right now. Will Dubravka come back? Let us know. Would you bring Dubravka back? Darlow's obviously be one of our players of the season. But is it time to bring Dubravka back? It's up the other end, innit? Do you start Gale? Do you bring Carroll back for this one? Like I said, try and terrorise Pickford. Or we're going to play pretty much the same team that played the other night. I'd probably say so. I think Brucey will. I'd play Fraser. I'd play 5 at the back. Fucking shite, man. We go into this game without an away Premier League goal for 385 minutes. We need to try and rectify that. Need to sort that out. Big time. Haven't seen any Everton team news, because obviously this is Thursday afternoon now. I thought I'd get it out earlier with the game being earlier. So Friday morning we'll hear from Ancelotti and their team news. Everton fans, let us know in the comments who's going to be playing for yous. Newcastle fans, the news that we've got so far is that Fernandes remains a doubt, and the availability of Kieran Clark and Paul Dummett is still unknown. Obviously, we know Saint-Maximin's getting back to fitness, probably still won't start. Fraser probably will start again. There's been no other injuries since then. So might see a return of one of the long staffs this weekend, because like I say, the centre mids just don't really offer much. Probably not though. I think, you know, he looks to Shelby to maybe create that one moment, that one bit of brilliance that he's capable of, that we obviously don't see enough of anywhere near. And then he loves Hendrick. He loves Hendrick. He's been in there, Beyblade, Booker T, spinning Rooney's, middle of the park. Brucey loves it. Absolutely loves it. So he'll probably stick with them too. Crying out loud, man. I tell you what, another good omen is though, the referee, Stuart Atwell. Amazingly, we're looking to carry on a 100% win record here under Stuart Atwell. He actually refereed the game at St James's Park against Everton, where we won 2-1 earlier in the season. He refereed the opening game at West Ham, where we won 2-0, and he refereed a couple of games last year, like the Sheffield United one. So, hey, you know, it's 6-1. 6-1 on Sky Bet as well. Another bookies available, probably higher than Sky Bet because their odds are a bit dink. So, you know, big odds that for an away game. Is it worth it? Nah, probably not. It's a sticky one, because last night, 0-0 draw between Brighton and Fulham was a good enough result for us, but Sheffield United have kept themselves in the mix with getting a huge win at Old Trafford. Please no survival Sunday. I can't be dealing with it. If we look at the table there, you've got Newcastle 16 for 19 points. Burnley won last night as well. Came back 2-1 down against Villa. Came back 1-3-2. They're above us now on 22 points. Brighton in 17th on 18 points. Fulham on 13 points. West Brom on 11. Sheffield United on 8. So, sticky one, close one. A lot can change. I'm not looking forward to it. Dreading it, in fact. The gap's 6 points at the minute of Fulham. And Fulham play West Brom at the weekend. That's a humongous game. Absolutely massive game there. So if we get beat off Everton, Fulham win. Bye, Brucey, please. But Graham just came in. Caretaker Graham, is he going to take over? I mean, something needs to change. Let's hope Graham can have an impact in the couple of days that he's been here. Time will tell. Make sure you tune in on Saturday to the live watch-along. live at 12:15. Game kicks off at 12:30. Subscribe to the Magpie Channel TV and enjoy yourselves.